Hello trader, I'm going to do a complete multi-time frame analysis on gold. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have in this instrument. As you can see, gold from the lower time frame perspective giving us a significant trading opportunity. Now, before we discuss how we can trade, let's look at the bigger picture to see the general direction in the market, and then we'll jump onto this lower time frame to see how we can trade gold. Looking at monthly, now from the monthly perspective, we can see that gold is currently in a pullback. As you have seen, after grabbing significant liquidity from this monthly resistance, gold has dropped to the downside for a deeper pullback. Now, if we look at the overall picture in the market, we have seen that gold bounced from this monthly level of support, created this big impulse, followed by this correction to this level where there is a gap opening on the monthly, and the price we have seen that multiple times created a false breakout of this level, grabbed significant liquidity, and created a higher low along the zone, and then strongly bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what we have seen that there is a big movement happen on the monthly, and the price crossed this important liquidity area. This is where we see that gold has grabbed liquidity from here, crossing this almost a year's higher price. This price lastly came in April 2022, and we saw that after crossing that zone, there is a no man's land here. The price has grabbed liquidity and then rejected to the downside. Now with that rejection, as you can see, there is still 3 days to go on gold, and what I think that gold might be coming down further, and probably we could see a monthly close along this the previous monthly close and opening. This is a very important level of support here, and this is what exactly expected in my previous analysis. As you have seen that, now let's look at on the lower time frame to see how we can find trading opportunity. Now if you look at the weekly, we can see that liquidity grab is very clearly prominent. We see that there is a, this is the zone where we saw this big movement happen on gold and created this massive drop, and then the price has come to this level, created a triple bottom, and then gold has gone to the upside to this level where we saw that this is the resistance zone, and the price has crossed it on the weekly and triggered a huge liquidity, formed a doji. Now this week we saw the market open with a gap. This is a gap opening. Now with that gap up, we saw immediately gold has been rejected. Now what we see, the sellers are very strong in the market, and what I think that gold will have another wave of drop. Now if you look closely, look at, this is the weekly impulse that we have seen, and with that impulse the price triggered liquidity. We could see now a significant movement to the downside. I think that gold either coming to this level, or even it is possible for gold to come back below this level, as there is a weakless candle on the weekly, and as you know, the price normally moves from liquidity to liquidity. Now because it triggered a huge liquidity, we might see another liquidity zone to be tested before creating any move. So we could, there is a probability before the monthly close to have a massive drop, or at least certain level we can expect it to drop. So anyway, we will be waiting for a selling opportunity. Now if we look at the daily, we see the price section is a little more clearer on the daily. Now this is the previous day's candle, which is the first candle of the trading week, and we saw there was a gap opening on the weekly daily time frame. The price has opened gap up, and then rejected to the downside, created a long week candle. So now this daily candle, as you have seen, this is always mentioned that when you see a candle like this in a downtrending market in the middle, you will see that in majority case the price will come and fill that week, because it's a retracement of this move. So you could potentially see gold might be coming down further, and I think that in that move, as you can see, there is a huge, this is a 38.2% Fibonacci level, and also this is a zone where there is the previous support here, and also acting here as a support along with this dynamic support, which is the daily 20 EMA. What I think that later today we could see, or even tomorrow, gold is continuing to drop to this daily 20 EMA, as this level is a very high liquidity area, and at least we can expect now gold to drop to this level. If we draw this level here and we look at the further lower time frame for an entry opportunity, now this is the 4 hour chart, and we see that there is a clean downtrending market structure has been formed with this double top formation during the weekend. As you have seen, there's a big drop, and if you have seen my analysis, as I mentioned earlier, that this is what exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast as well, that the price to cross this candle to the upside and then to reject to the downside. The price did exactly. We saw that after crossing this high, there is a massive drop happen, correction. Now the gold is dropping again. This is 4 hour time frame. So what I will be waiting, as you can see, this candle is still almost 2 hours from this time of recording. I think that before dropping here, we could see another retest of this zone where the candle started to open in this session. So if we drop to even 15 minutes chart to see suitable entry for a tighter stop loss, what I will be waiting for gold. Now, as you can see, it has initiated a downtrending market structure with a 15 minutes head and shoulder. The price has broken down, grab liquidity once cleared an impulse correction. I'll be waiting for a deeper pullback and probably along this zone to grab liquidity, as this is the level that we on the 4 hour we see the opening and closing zone, and there's also a huge liquidity in that zone. So during the lifetime of this intraday candle, if the price reach that zone and giving us a very strong bearish price action on the lower time frame, then we will be considering going short on gold to take this move to the downside with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now, if you find value in this analysis, then smash the like button and also leave a comment below. Let us know which way you are trading gold. Thank you. I'll see you soon in my next analysis.